All right, guys, this editorial is really going to make you mad. This one's going to piss you off. I'm not surprised by it, though. But it's one of mistaken identity. And according to this woman, and I believe her, the police handled this completely wrong. Let you guys discuss it in the comment section below. The link to this story is in the description box below, as always. Let's just jump into it. I'm going to give it to you and then let you guys discuss it. Thank you to Patch.com for this story out of Saybrook, Connecticut. They were about to have lunch when police rolled up to their old Saybrook beach cottage Saturday afternoon. The female police officer told Rebecca Roy and her mother that a man was seen stealing a street sign and driving a vehicle that matched the description of Rebecca's gray Honda. And then the interrogation began. More officers arrived, including the police chief, and the questions were aimed at her brother because a neighbor reported a man was driving the suspected vehicle. Roy's brother CJ, who has Down syndrome, does not even have a driver's license. Rebecca Roy wrote in a Facebook post, "He cannot read well. He is not capable of moving deftly enough to steal a street sign, nor does he have any motive to do so. My mother and I explained this to the officer, who by now had been joined by 3 additional officers and 4 total squad cars. Even so, they said they would need to ask my brother some questions. My mother expressed that CJ may be nervous when he saw them, as he's never been questioned by the police, but we respect the authority of the police and wanted to comply with their request, so we went to call them outside." That's when things go sideways, according to Rebecca Roy. Rebecca Roy wrote, quote, "It became apparent that my brother was a suspect for no other reason than that my car matched a blurry photo a witness had taken, and that it had been reported he was wearing a striped shirt like the alleged perpetrator." Roy said a male police officer clearly thought he had apprehended a criminal. There was no civility in his tone when dealing with us, and the clear indication from his attitude is that we were guilty. Rebecca Roy said the officer, without any recourse or reason to do so, said to my mentally handicapped brother, "Buddy, tell us what you did with the sign." Roy said she intervened and said he had absolutely no right to make a demand like that when we live in the United States of America, where citizens are assumed innocent until proven guilty. She said the officer didn't ask, "Did you take a street sign today?" or "Can you tell us if you made any additional stops on your way home from your errands?" No. She said the officer said, "Tell us what you did with the sign." Then she said the old Saybrook police chief, Michael Spera, arrived and told Roy, "Just give us the sign back and we'll be on our way." And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. They say police cars lined the street. People couldn't get around the police cars to, go down the street. It took 45 minutes of interrogation before she says a new picture comes in. They look at it and see that the Honda CRV rims on the suspect's vehicle don't even match the rims on her vehicle. Different rims, different car. But, this is another one where the cops jump to it. "We got him. Yeah, we got him." And they go out there and they interrogate this guy with Down syndrome, saying, "You drove the car and you stole the street sign." Down syndrome, he probably didn't drive the car, and I doubt he even stole the street sign. People with Down syndrome are probably some of the most, I should say, honest people in America. They are. People with Down syndrome are honest, they're transparent, they're very sincere and humble. But these cops, man, and what she said, though, I wanted to point out, she says they never said, "Did you take a street sign today?" or "Can you tell us, if you made any additional stops on the way home? Just tell us what you did with the sign, buddy." That's how cops are, by the way. They don't ask questions. They know they got the criminal, baby. When I was in Rancho Cucamonga, I stayed on the sidewalk the whole time on a First Amendment audit, and they called the police out there. The cop didn't ask questions. He said, "Didn't you go up and try to open the door and you were banging on the window and they told you to leave and you pulled the door? Remember, you did that, right? They said you did that." That the cop was already accusing me of something that they said I did when they lied to the police. And now, instead of the cop taking blame and going, maybe I could ask questions better, The deputy sergeant said, well, when dispatch gets the call, sometimes they fuck up the information and they give us the... That's no excuse. If you know that, then you should know how to ask fucking questions without accusing people. But the point of it is that's how cops are. They don't ask questions like, so, and try to get the information. They go, I know you did it, motherfucker, so tell us what you did so we can take you to jail. And then find out they got the wrong guy. Do they apologize? No. They did. If you read through this, I've read 3 or 4 different stories on this. And the police department did offer an apology, which Rebecca Roy doesn't really accept too much. But I jumped to the bottom here. She said here at the bottom, after they had gone, he said to me, her brother, those people had guns. Way to make the most gentle and kind person on the planet feel threatened and unsafe. So the young man with Down syndrome said to her, those people had guns. Yeah. And they use them too.
I speak softly, but I carry a big stick. Oh, yeah? Well, I speak loud, and I carry a bigger stick, and I use it too.
In response to this story, the Down Syndrome Association of Connecticut issued a statement calling for police and the town to issue an apology and for the old Saybrook police and other departments statewide to commit to making appropriate interactions with vulnerable populations as a priority. They don't do that. They want the police chief gone, by the way. They did a protest here in Old Saybrook, and they want the police chief gone. They're upset with the whole department. I would be too. It's amazing to me how, with all that's going on and the protests and cops getting targeted and shot, these cops go out there and pull this shit. It's like cops just can't get it right when all of this is going on in the United States. Right here. So you got all this going on, and they still act like thugs. You know what I mean? Because I believe this woman 100%. I believe what she's saying happened. Because I know. I've had interaction with cops that don't know how to ask people questions. Because they accuse. They know, I got the call. You must have did it because I got the call. You know, it's like the one I did an editorial on where the black man was under the hood of his car. He was trying to get his car started to go to his college course. I think he's trying to steal it. This guy out here trying to steal a car. The cops come out. They throw the guy on the ground. And I don't remember if they handcuffed him or not, but they were accusing him of trying to steal a car. We got a call that you're trying to steal a car, la, la, la. And find out it's his car, and he's trying to get it started so he could go to college course. See something, say something. But she calls and says this guy's trying to steal a car. They don't come out and go, is this your car or whatever? They go out there and go fucking Billy Badass. You know, the goddamn Wyatt Earp and his fucking band of marauders. My point is, that's how these cops are, man. I believe this woman 100% because that's how they are. They don't go out and go, let's find out what's going on. They go, we got the call. It happened. We got the call, buddy. They got a call that's bullshit. Just like you. You're full of shit. Sorry for the language, but this pisses me off. And it's a Down syndrome person. The reason I say that is they're the nicest, most gentle, humble people on the face of the earth. They are. You can't be wronged by a Down syndrome person. I mean, even if somebody with Down syndrome walked up to me and went, "You're ugly," I'd be like, you know what? He's probably telling the truth. God bless it. He's telling the truth. Because they're so sweet and honest. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm sorry. I took a pause because I was just thinking of when CCW berated a handicapped girl.
How come?
I will knock you the fuck out!
How come? It's not like
Remember that video? Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast on this Friday.